Alright, what's going on guys, it's Pure Moon and welcome back to another video. So Call of Duty Cold War has been out for about a little over 2 weeks now, and I thought I would actually make a video explaining if you should probably get it or not, and kind of just overall my thoughts and opinions on the game. So actually, I did make a video talking about my beta thoughts of the game, but the game has changed quite a bit, I guess, like with the addition of zombies and stuff like that. So yeah, my thoughts have definitely changed on the game. And the reason why I decided to wait 2 weeks, or a little over 2 weeks, is just mostly because of the fact that my opinion of the game actually keeps on changing. Like when the game first came out, I was really excited for it, and then I kind of hit like a lot of bugs and issues throughout the game, which really didn't make me like it. But now I think I have a little bit of a more like refined like way of how like to review this game and stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to be primarily talking about multiplayer and zombies, as I haven't really played the campaign that much. I've only played the first couple missions. And then also Warzone has not come out yet, as it's coming out during Season 1 on December 10th. So yeah, anyways, let's begin. Alright, so I'm kind of going to break this up into some pros and cons. I might throw like some stuff like in between there. So yeah, anyways, the first thing is with the pros is, in my opinion, I think that Cold War is actually better than Modern Warfare. So I am a personal fan of Treyarch games more than Infinity Ward, and that's just mostly my opinion. But if you are a Treyarch fan of the game, like a Treyarch fan of like games and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you are going to like Cold War. And if you liked Modern Warfare, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like Cold War. And stuff like that. This is pretty much completely subjective because not everyone is going to have the same thoughts about the same game. So yeah, but that's kind of just more of like a biased opinion on the game. So yeah, but another thing is that actually animated camos like the Dark Matter is back. So this is a really cool feature for people who want to grind all the camo challenges and actually have like something a little bit more rewarding. Damascus camo wasn't really that... I mean, it was a pretty cool camo, but Modern Warfare didn't really have any animated camos, and if you like that, then that's totally good for you and stuff like that. But if you do like animated camos like myself, then this is definitely something you can grind for. But a cool thing about Dark Matter though is that there's one for multiplayer and as well as one for zombies. So depending on the mode that you want to grind the most, you can actually still get Dark Matter for it. So that is really cool. And they are two different types of Dark Matter, so it's not like you're grinding towards the same Dark Matter, as that would be kind of boring. But yeah. And the good thing is that this game actually has some good maps on launch. So one of the big problems with Modern Warfare when it first came out was a lot of people complained about the maps, and the maps were really big and they just weren't really fun. Like 6v6 maps were extremely big and there was so many things to do. That was probably mostly because a lot of people actually wanted to stop having 3-lane maps or kind of have like more ways to interact with the map. And a lot of people actually found out that that was not the main problem, but now they kind of gone back somewhat with like the 3 lanes and stuff like that. It's still pretty good. There's a lot of good maps, like for example, I really like Satellite and Moscow, and as well as Crossroads Strike. Those are some pretty good maps. You can also think of a bunch of other ones. I mean, there are some maps that are not really good. Miami, for example, is not really the best map. And stuff like that. And also Nuketown just dropped, so that's really good as well. Pretty much Nuketown is going to be somewhat like the shoot house of this game, so yeah. Also, another good thing for this is mostly for the pro players out there is Control is back. This is really, really good. I personally liked Control a lot, and I was kind of sad when Modern Warfare didn't actually have it. And I was also kind of disappointed to see that Domination was the mode that was actually replacing Control for the competitive scene. So yeah, I'm glad it's back, and I'm glad it's actually going to be part of the competitive scene. So that's really good to see. Also, for you guys that like prestiging is back, somewhat. This is kind of going to lead into like another con here, is that the prestige system is not as good. So the thing is with Prestige, obviously before Call of Duties, you would pretty much get to like a certain level, like I'm pretty sure like the normal level became like level 55, and then like once you completed level 55, you can actually Prestige. Well, in this game, you actually get to level 55, get all the way through it, and it automatically prestiges you back to Prestige 1, level 1, but you don't lose anything, so you don't get like set back, anything like that. That's pretty cool. But it kind of loses Prestige's charm because you actually get capped off of Prestiges. So for some reason, like every single like season, there's like going to be 4 new Prestiges added. which means you can grind for those 4 prestiges. But the problem is, if you are a like hardcore grinder in this game and stuff like that, that's not going to be really good, because you're going to be getting to these prestiges and then you're going to have to be stopped for a while. Now, I believe that what they're doing is that you do actually get capped at your prestige, but you can get 1,000 more levels, which means you can become like a prestige master for that season and then have like 1,000 levels, which I don't really know how that's going to work fully. I don't know if those 1,000 levels are going to be added on to the next season. I would imagine not, because obviously if you get to level 1,000, then you would automatically prestige continuously, and that kind of kills like the fun of the game, I guess. So yeah, in my opinion, I do like the old prestige system, but I'm glad that it's back, and it's way better than Modern Warfare's leveling up system. If you liked Modern Warfare's create a class system, well, that's good, because it's still back and actually has some improvements. With the re-edition of wildcards coming back, which is really cool. I liked wildcards a lot. And there's 4 currently right now in the game. I don't know if they have any plans to add any more, but they're all pretty good and have some like good reason to use them. Like the main ones I usually like to use are Perk Greed and then Gunfighter, and also as well as Lawbreaker. Those 3 are really cool. The Danger Closest isn't really the greatest. I mean, having 2 extra grenades and like 2 lethals is not really the best in my opinion, but it's whatever. I'm just glad that they're back. Also, score streaks have made a return as well. So in Modern Warfare, we had kill streaks, and now we're back to score streaks. Score streaks have a little bit of a twist in them, though. So you actually, whenever you die, you don't actually lose your progression on your score streaks. But they have changed it so that they're actually a lot higher now. Like, for example, to get the Chopper Gunner, you need like 6,000 score. And that's kind of a lot, and you probably won't get it, obviously, every game, especially if you're not really that great of a player. You're definitely not going to be able to get it, but it's really good for people that actually like to get score streaks, and it kind of feels like a good progression system, because I will be honest, this is a really interesting change to it, because I like it for the sole reason that it's something new. I usually like when the games kind of change up something. It's not something like super crazy, like they didn't like overhaul like guns or something like that. Like the creative class system, for example, perfect example. They completely changed it. They changed it like to the Pick 10 system, and then they got rid of the Pick 10 system, and now with the current system, which this current system is really good, and I really hope they keep it this way, because this is definitely something that's amazing. Score streaks and kill streaks are always kind of like being tweaked around and stuff like that, because you don't really know what's better, like kills or score and stuff like that. With score streaks, it actually rewards people for actually playing on the objectives and stuff like that. But with kill streaks, it's straight up just kills, so you pretty much choose what you want. Also, another good thing about this game that a lot of games had before was specialists. Oh, specialists were not good. I don't like them. I think they really should have stopped after Infinite Warfare. They should not return to Black Ops 4. But you know what? Like, I'm gonna be honest, if Black Ops 4 didn't have specialists, I think Black Ops 4 would have actually been a really good game. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure like the multiplayer would have been really fun without specialists. But yeah, so there's no specialists, so you don't have to worry about that. So we're all good now. Alright, so now let's get into some of the cons. The biggest con that everyone already knows already, and pretty much if you would ever go to any post made by like Call of Duty or Treyarch, this is always like one of the top things you see. SBMM. Skill-based matchmaking. Yes, it's in the game, and yes, it's annoying. I don't know if it's more or less than Modern Warfare. I can't really judge that. I don't really know if they can just crank up the skill-based matchmaking and stuff like that. Pretty much, like, I would just say, like, I guess we're just gonna have to get used to it. Sorry about that notification. It just really sucks how it might become the norm. I really hope it does get taken out, in the future games and stuff like that. I don't really see it getting removed in this Call of Duty particularly, but you know what, we're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. But if you absolutely hate skill-based matchmaking, that you cannot play a game with it, well, then you probably shouldn't buy this game. But yeah. Another thing is that they actually changed today, which is weapon leveling was extremely bad. But I did get news today that they actually have fixed it a little bit, so now weapon leveling is a little bit better. I can't confirm, however, if it's a really good change, because it might have changed a little bit, which means it's better than it was at launch, but it doesn't mean it's like really that good. So I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm gonna have to like wait a few days or something like that to really kind of get a full grasp of it. And yeah, so that's pretty much all the cons I have for multiplayer. Now let's move on to zombies. So if you are a Zombies fan, this game is probably definitely going to be for you. This is definitely this game's huge shining spot for it, the main reason why you should buy it. If you are a Zombies fan, 100% buy this game, I would say. The Zombies has been kind of overhauled a little bit, so it's kind of been revamped. So pretty much like Zombies drop salvage, which is basically you have two different types of salvage. You have your regular salvage, and then you have your high grade salvage. And with this stuff, you can actually buy armor and then upgrade that armor. So they've taken out the shield, but now it's replaced with armor and stuff, which is really cool. Also, as well as you can actually level up your weapons. So like how rarities are in Warzone, for example, or in many other games and stuff like that, you can actually get different weapon rarities. The same thing with the game as well. So you can hit the mystery box and you can actually get different rarities of guns and stuff. And the rarities actually change depending on what round it is. So that's really cool. And yeah, I definitely do think that this is a really good change for Zombies, and it makes it a lot more fun. You can also triple pack-a-punch your guns. So in Black Ops 4, you actually could, I think you could pack-a-punch it 5 times, and that was super annoying. But now you only have to pack-a-punch it 3 times, and I believe the total amount of points you need to pack-a-punch it 3 times in total is 50,000 points, which can take you a pretty long time, but that's what's the fun about the game. This also is really casual. I would say that this is probably the most casual Zombies has been in a while. Black Ops 4 is definitely not really that casual, in my opinion, at least. Black Ops 3 wasn't really either, but aside from like the Giants, the Giant was pretty casual friendly for most people, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people could probably get into the Horizon Drac. But besides that, really nothing else. And Black Ops 2, I would say, was probably definitely like the last casual friendly game. Like mostly with like transit and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's finally gone back to it. I don't really know what the DLC is going to be. The DLC, I would imagine, like how it was kind of in previous Call of Duty games, like the early ones like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Maps are probably going to get a lot more complicated as we go on, but yeah, that's kind of like the fun of the game though. And yeah, so Die Maschine is a really good map. And yeah, also the Wonder Weapon is really fun to use, the Die Maschine. The ray gun is actually good again and is completely broken with a Ring of Fire, which is like one of the field upgrades. So yeah, you have your field upgrades now. There's just so much stuff to cover about Zombies. I can literally go on and on, but pretty much the bottom line here, Zombies is amazing in this game. Now the only con I would say with Zombies is the fact that it only has 1 map at launch, which kind of sucks. I mean, Black Ops 4 had 4. Well, because they're really trying to go with the number 4 there, but that was a really bad idea. So, in a sense, if you wanted to have multiple maps right now, it's kind of a problem. That's the only con I really could think of. But yeah, but for me personally, I think having 1 map at launch is really good, so they can automatically focus on that 1 map and then kind of work on others instead of having 4 ready to go at launch. That would have been really bad. And also, I mentioned it before that actually Zombies does have its own dark matter. It's called Dark Ether. And yeah, and in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree with me on here, it looks a lot better than the dark matter in multiplayer. So yeah, that's going to be the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Cold War content, as I'm actually going to be recording a bunch more videos and as well as streaming on here on YouTube. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.